I've got a question for you. What kind of pain are you willing to endure to reach the goals that you want in your life and in your business? Let's talk about it in the video. This week, we're continuing our chat all about goals and why they're important in your life and in your business. But today, we're talking a little bit about pain. And you might be thinking, well, what the heck does pain have to do with goals? Well, let's think about it. It feels really amazing when you dream about the future, right? So when you're thinking forward and you're like, yeah, I've built this big business. I have this team of employees that work for me and they're amazing. I have money in the bank. I'm easily making 6 figures a year. I'm able to travel. I can take my kids with me wherever I want to go in the world. I have time off, time away from my business, all of these things. And no matter what they are for you, they probably feel pretty good. And a lot of this is, frankly, is very important because when you're running your own business, understanding the impact on your personal life is so important. Because oftentimes we're really driven and motivated by the personal goal. It's that we really want. The business is the means by which we achieve that, right? Want the money in the bank, want to be able to take the time off, want to be able to live abroad for a period of time, want to have an exit that's 7 figures, 8 figures, whatever it is, right? It's that motivation that we need to get through. But here's the thing, as Mark Manson would say, what type of shit sandwich are you willing to eat though? Because it's not gonna be easy. When you have big goals for your life and for your business, there are gonna be a lot of things along the way that are gonna feel a little crazy. There will be challenges. There will be things that are gonna feel like insurmountable odds, like you're climbing Mount Kilimanjaro and you're like, holy hell, am I ever gonna get to the top of this thing? There could be wild peaks in your finances, some highs and some lows. Can you weather the storm? There's going to be moments where you probably want to rip your hair out with your teammates and think like, oh my gosh, I thought this employee was a really great hire. I don't understand what's happening. There are going to be times where things need to be burnt to the earth and you have to rebuild them back up. So the question becomes, what are you really willing to do? What are you really willing to experience? Because it's not all going to be awesomeness every single day. It's going to be hard. So I wanted to share a little bit of an article that I read from James Clear, and that he's an author, a photographer, and a weightlifter who's focused on habits and decision making. And I really like his perspective on this, and I wanted to just share you a little bit of something he's written on his website. He says, if we are serious about achieving our goals, we should start with a much different question. Rather than considering what kind of success we want, we should ask, what kind of pain do I want? The real challenge is not determining if you want the result, but if you're willing to accept the sacrifices required to achieve that goal. Do you want the lifestyle that comes with your quest? Do you want the boring and ugly process that comes before the exciting and glamorous outcome? It's easy to sit around and think what we could do or what we'd like to do. It's an entirely different thing to accept trade-offs that come with our goals. Everybody wants a gold medal. Few people want to train like an Olympian. This brings us to our first key insight. Goal setting is not about choosing the rewards you want to enjoy, but also the cost you are willing to pay. So I ask you, what are you willing to pay? What are the costs you're willing to endure? What's the shit sandwich you want to eat? You got to know that. And you got to really understand it up front. I think it's, James Clear puts this so eloquently. Like, yes, would all of us like to have a couple $1 million in the bank? Yeah, arguably so. But what does it take to get there? What do you have to do? What are the sacrifices? Is that going to mean you have to pound out 60-hour work weeks for the next 5 years? Does that mean you're going to have to put a lot of money on the line and gamble it for your future? Does that mean you're going to have to get out of your own way and stop trying to do everything by yourself and actually hire someone to help you? Does that mean you're going to have to fire someone? Does that mean you're going to have to buckle up and actually go do the work instead of like chasing down emails and social media and getting buried in other tasks? You follow me? It's tough. There is going to be a shit sandwich. So I invite you to pop into the comments below and let us know. What are some of the things that you know you're going to have to face? Some of the challenges, some of the things that are going to be a little more difficult. What are they? And why are you willing to do them? Let me know in the comments below. And let me also say, if you're looking for some support throughout this journey, throughout pursuing your goals, and a place where you can really come show up and say like, hey, I had a really crap day, and this is the stuff I had to do in my business, join us in the member circle. We're there for that. Of note, we're also there for that when you're like, yeah, let me show you something I did today. I knocked it out of the park. Because we like to celebrate too. We'll celebrate your wins and your shit sandwiches. It don't matter. We're here for every part of that entrepreneurial experience, every part of being on that journey from launching your business towards growing it into whatever the hell you want it to be. So join us. Go to hatchtribe.com, click the button for the member circle. You'll find all the details there. And of course, when you come inside, we can hang out. I'll talk to you about goals all day long. All right. That's all we got for today. So I'll see you back here next week for another little lesson about goals. All right. Have a great day.